everyone. So today we're going to be talking a little bit about hips. So your hips are very, very important because basically they hold your entire body weight. Whenever we walk or move or any of those stuff, we have to make sure that we have very stable but also mobile hips. If we don't have stable or mobile hips, what can happen is they can start to pull down the knees and start to create a little bit of knee pain. So that's not good. So I'm going to give you a couple different movements that you can do before or after exercise in order to help loosen and open up the hips and also keep that stability that we need. So these are going to be your happy hips. Nice little technique here. So the very first thing you're going to do is start in a kneeling position, placing 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. So once your foot is forward, I'm going to show a little bit in a 45-degree angle, but you want it to be forward just like this. Hands are going to be at the hips. You're going to drive your hips forward until you feel a nice little stretch that goes right to the front of the hips. You're going to give yourself a breath here. Then back off, come back into neutral position, repeat it, shifting forward until you feel that stretch once again right at the hip flexor, shifting back, and you're going to repeat that about 3 or 4 different times. Now once you hit that 4th time, I just want you to hold it there. Big inhale, reach up high to the ceiling. Exhale, reach behind you as much as you possibly can, really opening up the hip. You're going to feel that all the way down from the top, or the top of the knee to the top of the hip. And from there, you're just going to slowly relax. And that's your first movement. Now the second movement, you're going to move the leg into about a 45-degree angle. So 45 degrees, but you're still going to be facing forward. Shifting hips once again so that they go towards the knee, or towards where the foot is placed. Shifting back and repeating it 3 or 4 times. Once you hit that 4th time, then you're going to create a nice little rotation going over the top of the knee. Chest stays tall. Again, you're going to feel a nice little stretch that goes into the front of the thigh, or in front of the hip, and also a little bit to the side. Now, the third one, you're going to be directly off to the side, so the leg goes out to about a 90-degree angle. Hands are going to be at the hips, shifting over to the side. Now you're going to feel an intense stretch on the inner thigh of both sides. Pushing back, then coming back forward. Now the thing to remember here, it's very easy to try to go, the knee to go past the toe. If you need to, just simply place the foot a little further forward. But essentially you just want to shift so that the knee stays tracking just behind the toe and the heel stays on the floor. Hands are going to be at the hips 3 or 4 times. Once you've hit that last time, you're going to be reaching over the body, really intensifying that stretch. Hold there for about 3 or 4 breaths. And the last one is going to be, here, so you're facing straight forward. The toe and the heel stay flat on the floor. Hands come down to the floor, leg stays extended. You shift your hips back and you're going to feel this right at the hamstrings and inner part of the thigh. You come back into neutral position and then you repeat it. So I'm going to show you a little bit off to the side so you can see just more. Shifting hips straight back, keeping a flat back. Nice little stretch on the inner thigh there. Coming back into your start position, shifting back and forward. Now this would be again 3 or 4 times. Tucking the chin, rounding the back, coming down to the center, elbows come down to the floor. You're going to feel that big stretch on the inner part of the thigh. And you simply stand all the way back up. Now you do the same thing all over again on the other side. So you want to make sure that you're nice and equal, because you don't want to have one side being very mobile and the other side not so much. So these are going to create nice little happy hips. What you'll find is you'll be able to take a lot of the pressure away from the knees. Your hips are going to feel nice and open. Remember, you're going to be doing this before and after you exercise. Okay, give it a try. Let me know how it goes. Talk to you soon.